discussing pushing through. And I have Mr. J.Reed here with me today again as my co-host. We appreciate you for coming out here to us.
Man, it's always a pleasure to be sitting next to Miss Jess on Jess Talks, man. We got a great conversation tonight, and I can't wait to get into it.
All right, I know that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember we were discussing what was we discussing last week? My brain is just all over the place, y'all. I've been
Uh,
having a full week this
we,
week.
I know we talked about pushing through as our theme, but we discussed a few things last week. We talked
We
about the
did.
children and parent relationship.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
believe we talked about pushing through adversities in the workplace.
Right.
And you shared a personal story.
Yeah, you
Uh,
share the story too.
I did. My daughter's, her and her basketball team. I talked about that, and the fact that they pushed through when their star player went down.
Right.
And they was able to use that adversity and that the pain, the hurt, the fear, everything. They was able to use that energy and turn it around for good, and they triumphed at the end. So, man, yeah,
Oh
pushing through.
yeah, pushing through, pushing through. So once again, those of you that are just tapping in is Jess and Jess Talks, and our platform is Impress Results by Jess. When you look good, you feel good.
Mm.
I am a beauty consultant. I take care of hair and skin. I have a hair and skin product line. You can go get those products on impressiveresultsbyjess.com on our website, as well as tap in on Impressive Results by Jess on my Instagram, Facebook, etc. And don't forget, we have some more events coming up for our Jess Marketing and Mimosas for 2025. I will keep you guys posted on that. So today, push through. This episode is focusing on.
We are taking inventory on our mental real estate, guys. We're discussing that. What's going on in our minds, right? What is taking up space? What is blocking our train of thought and in some cases our progression in life? So we want to discuss taking inventory of our mental real estate, man. Should we give energy to these things anymore? Have they been there a little bit too long? And in some cases, they have. So, Jess and I, we've discussed a few of them,
Yeah.
and for me, I'm gonna just throw one out there that's been popular this week when I've discussed this with others.
Come on.
Is relationships. They've been holding on to the wrong relationships for so long, man. Like relationships have been taking them down, or honestly taking them nowhere.
Oh,
And
say that again.
the relationships have been taking them down or taking them nowhere. And it's time to clear up some of this real estate. After a while, property owners sell and get rid of this real estate in their portfolio that's
Yeah.
not really benefiting them, or
I
that
know
don't
him.
even it's not worth it enough to even put the extra income in it to keep it afloat, right?
Yeah.
So in our case with emotional real estate, what is on our portfolio
And what needs to be on the chopping
and what
block?
needs to be on the chopping block, man? Let's get it out so we can be prosperous in 2025.
Yes. And so once again, KRB, I want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you for this opportunity to be on this amazing platform. Because without you guys, I would not be on here on KRB online live radio broadcasting. So whoever is not tapping in on the radio, once again, as I always say, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of you guys, you are not going to hear the music we play. You're not going to hear the ad libs or the extra things we do to spice up the show. But once again, I thank you guys for the support. As always, everybody has a story to tell. Why not come on here with Jess and just talk? So, episode 36, saying it out loud is crazy to me because I never even saw myself as a podcaster, um, any type of radio personality, YouTuber. Like I never saw these things for me. So once again, I want to just take the time to thank God for giving me the skills and the talents. And when they say your gift will make room for you, that is a real thing. So, oh, also shout out to my sister Sierra. She graduated with her doctorate yesterday.
Hey, big shout out, big shout out. Well,
And
then if you
I
give them,
always tease her. I say Dr. Cece. So she is finally officially Dr. Cece. So shout out to my baby. I love you. Good job. Job well done. And I can't wait to see what else God has in store for you. So real estate, emotional real estate. What does that mean to you, sir?
it's really just emotions are a wide range of things and feelings, right?
Okay.
So real estate, people can relate to real estate. We know property, we know land, we know little monuments or whatever,
Yeah.
landmarks,
Yeah.
things of that nature. So I liken our emotions to real estate, our what we hold in high regard to real estate and our emotional landmass.
Right.
And I believe now it's time to take good inventory
No, that's real.
on the buildings that we are allowing to exist in our emotional landmass, right? So
Right.
we got new construction going on. We got
Yeah.
some buildings need a little rehab, and then we got other buildings need to just be tore down
Man, look.
and start over from scratch.
Start over from
Start over
scratch.
from scratch. And like I say, last week relationships
Yeah.
was hot among some of my conversations in the category of
Hmm.
starting over from scratch.
And so relationships. And so everybody know I don't not talk about relationships, but I do my best not to make it all about relationships because I know that's a big thing that everybody talks about on
Yeah,
all the platforms. But given that we're talking about emotional real estate, we're not just talking about romantic relationships.
nah,
We're talking about business relationships. We're talking about
yes,
family relationships.
yes,
We're talking about co-worker relationships
yes,
because anybody that you talk to on a regular basis, you have a relationship with them, right?
absolutely,
That
absolutely.
is a relationship. So the thing is, what are we gonna do about protecting our real estate? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do to protect ours? Because, like you said, they have all these things put in place. Well, people they gonna keep it. They gonna keep the house or the property, or they gonna sell it. And
Yeah.
so, when do you make that decision for you, Mr. Reed? What did that happen? When did that happen for you? When do you decide, hey man, it gotta go on the chopping block, or maybe it's worth the time of investing more time and skill and put things into it that it can help it grow.
Well, for me, I decided I'm gonna say a year ago.
Okay.
I decided a year ago to really take a good in-depth look at what is controlling my emotions,
Oh.
what is helping me, what is hindering me, uh, who do I really love, and
Okay.
do I love myself as much as
Come
I
on.
love this here,
Hmm.
this item or this person or this anything? What is really going on in my emotional landmass? And so
Man, that's deep. You said a
I'm
mouthful.
trying to tell you, man,
You really did.
we have to figure it out because don't get caught
Mm,
with the wrong property
come on.
in your land,
Come
and
on.
you paying taxes, on a property that should have been tore down,
Right.
or on the property that could have been rehab, but you didn't want to visit it. You didn't want to
Come
go
on.
back and really be transparent and really be accountable to that situation in life. So for me, about a year ago, I made a conscientious decision
Okay.
to take inventory on, man, who am I holding in the highest regard of my life,
Come
and
on. Oh,
why
that's deep. Who and why?
Who and why?
Man.
And does it even match up anymore? Like, I may understand why I held them in that regard 5 years ago.
Right.
But why are they in that regard right now? What's going on right now? You know, do they still deserve that space?
Oh.
Where have you put yourself on your list and in your real estate? Do you even have a property?
Come on.
In your own mental space?
So, where's your investment?
Where's your investment? You ain't got no. You look up, everybody else got a piece of property.
Man.
And your emotional real estate, and you ain't got a foundation laid
at all
to put a piece of property on.
A little bitty box house.
You ain't got that. You ain't put a container. You ain't laid no dirt. You ain't framed out the concrete slab.
Come on.
You know, like everybody else though has some people got mansions.
Yeah, on your stuff.
On your in your mental land space.
Yeah.
Nah. So a year ago I made that decision. And I also prayed. I'm a strong believer in prayer. And I asked the Most High to remove every relationship unbeneficial out of my life. Get rid of it. Whatever I don't recognize, please recognize it for me and get rid of it for me. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste any more time in relationships that ain't taking me nowhere. Why are we in the ship and it ain't sailing? it ain't going nowhere. Man, get out of here. We're in the ship. We're supposed to be sailing on water.
Man, look, floating high and not sinking down low.
Come on, man. I get passionate talking about this because people honestly suffer because they haven't taken inventory of their mental landscape of life. Like, and a lot of the suffering is only because we ain't made that decision, man. We gotta be accountable for ourselves and quit expecting other people to be accountable.
Yeah. And that's the big thing. And not to cut you off, but when you said that really hit home. Mainly because I want to say about a year or so ago, I had to make some hard decisions. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things like, when am I going to take what I'm trying to do as just as serious as I'm taking everything else that I'm supporting for other people? You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing against the people I've supported. It's nothing against the platforms that I've assisted with. But at the end of the day, I need to do what I have in my heart, and I need to live in my purpose. And sometimes it's hard to do that when you haven't given what you're working on or working towards enough time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And putting in those skills and the talents that you have specifically for your gift, for your passion, for your goal to be reached. And you miss that when you're doing all these other things and having all these other tasks that has nothing to do with what you're working towards.
Man. I don't want to spend no more time doing anything that ain't taking me forward. I'm done. You know what I mean? And then now, you know, we have children of age. We don't have babies. We have children that's watching our every move. And in order for them to be productive people in society move, they got to see us doing something.
Got to.
We have to lead by example. And if they see us mismanaging our emotional real estate, then they gonna mismanage them. I saw my people mismanage finances and adapted the same behavior. I saw my people mismanage relationships.
Come on, tell the truth.
And in some cases adapted the same behavior. I seen my people mismanage all kind of things. I refuse to pass that down to not just my children, but anyone that's listening to my voice. You know what I mean? Once we know better, we have to do better.
Got to.
And if we don't do better, we will pay the consequence. Because once you know, you for sure will pay real consequences.
If you want to or not.
You know.
Look, the story gonna tell itself. Because
Man,
one
listen.
thing we gonna do is live a life, and everything that you do, what they say, your fruits, your labor, what you pour into
Exactly,
it, all of those
exactly.
things are going to either, grow and flourish in a positive way, or we're gonna be sitting up there in last place with the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, or what they call it Monday night quarterback. And man, back in the day, I remember when this, and this, and that
Man,
means nothing. That means nothing at all. People be
no.
talking about they did this in football, basketball, track, and then they looking like a day.
And
They
today
man,
your
look, I'm
knee
talking
swole
about
is two sizes too big.
right
And you talking about 30 years ago. 30 years ago was cool, man. What are we doing today?
today.
What are
What
you
is happening now?
you may have done well with your emotional real estate 30 years ago. Or you may have had an extra wave or some sauce where you didn't realize the damage that was going on. You didn't realize those vacant properties
Come on,
in your real estate portfolio. You know what I'm saying? But now that knee swole,
come on,
that shoulder hurt is tight. You know, you a couple steps slower.
come on here. Some of that jump shot ain't jumping
that
no
jump
more.
shot ain't jumping. Mine is though. I'm still wet. I was
Come on
shooting
here.
yesterday. I'm wet. I'm talking about like the youngsters couldn't believe. But I'm not gonna act like I was running like that. Nah,
Right.
I wasn't running.
You was getting it done though, friend.
I
That's
was
what's
getting it
important.
done. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
And so Instagram, what we talking about is emotional real estate. Are you protecting your emotional real estate, and are you seeing what is blocking you from going into the direction you need to?
Hmm.
So tap in KERB live online. So like I always say, we gonna do whatever we need to get to what we need to get to. And ready or not, life is gonna come,
Life is coming.
and we can either be prepared
Hmm.
for something to happen,
Hmm.
or we can get surprised.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because we won't always know what's going to happen, but you do know in life things take place that are out of your control. So, like you said with your finances, have you started saving up anything,
Yeah,
or are you
yeah,
in a position
yeah.
where you're able to get a credit line,
For
through your
sure,
own money,
for
what I'm
sure.
saying, through
Well,
what you have,
exactly.
not having to go and get no payday loan, not having to go and ask this person, that person if they can give you a handout. And don't get me wrong, of course, we thank God if we have someone to help us, but that's not what you want to have to do every single
Not
time.
every
You know what
time.
I'm saying?
No.
When do you learn the lesson? When is the lesson learned? And I feel like pushing through as a whole, that has helped me understanding that things are happening in my life. It's not happening to me. It's
Exactly.
not like a negative thing. Like I used to tell my friend, it used to be a joke, man. Somebody praying against me. Like I don't know who this is praying against me, but they need
Yeah,
to stop.
yeah,
And it's like I'm like they gotta have like a voodoo doll on my ass or something.
yeah.
And ever since they see me doing good and looking good, oh yeah, let's shake this shit up.
Man,
So it's
man.
like, and of course that's not always the case. People do hate, people do throw salt on nothing, but it's about you and what you're trying to do and what you want people to see. Like you said, well, how am I presenting
Hmm.
myself?
Yes.
Even though a situation took place and I didn't like it, okay, how can I learn from this? What did I do that this
Yeah.
possibly happened?
Hmm.
Because sometimes we do this thing what 2 or 3 weeks ago and we made a one bad decision, then boom, that following 3 weeks we in a hole. But
Hmm.
have we not did this or that the last other week, we'll be good. So it's like look in the mirror as well. When it comes to that emotional real estate, a lot of times it's self-induced, the
Yeah,
damages.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
so what are
yeah,
you
yeah,
doing
yeah,
to regulate that in you? Like what are you doing to make sure you don't keep hitting that brick wall down that same street?
we can't keep hitting the brick wall because ain't no more. The walls going up now is still wall.
Mm.
At least after a while, you keep hitting that brick wall on what's that movie? The Brewster Sisters or something like that. The
Oh, I know what
Oprah
you're talking
movie.
about. Yeah.
They eventually got that wall down. It took a long time, took a bunch of hits, but these still wall. We can't run through those.
No.
We can't run through those, and the longer we avoid them, the stronger they get. And again, I keep going back, man, y'all. We have younger people watching us.
Yeah.
We got younger people that need real lessons. They need real conversations. They need real, true guidance
Right.
on how to navigate in what's coming. Yeah, they have to have it. So maintaining a good inventory of that emotional real estate is very key. So I know you probably gonna break to some. We got some music coming up, but when we come back, we're gonna discuss some of these abandoned properties
Come on.
in our real estate land mass. You know, emotionally, we got some abandoned properties, some conversations that should have been had. We got some conversations that's well past due.
Come on.
That we got to just demolish that thing, you know,
Yeah.
and then we got some new ones that's coming up where we building brand new foundations.
Come
So
on.
I want to touch on that when we get back in.
Okay, KRB. So right now I want to play something nice for y'all. All I Do by Stevie Wonder. Y'all, I love the oldies, so I'm gonna always play something a little bit older. One of my friends challenged me to start listening to other music so I can find the music that I like. But I did it, but I'm still stuck on my oldies. So
I'm with you. I'm with you.
here we go. Okay, so YouTube. Y'all tap in, show us some examples of things that you have had to push through in, and then tell us about things that you had to work through on your emotional real estate. Tap in, tell us what's going on. And as always, if you guys have anything you would like us to discuss on Just Talks, please tell me. Email me at jessicavisor@impressiveresultsbygess.com, and I will most definitely get back with you. And who knows? Your topic could be the next topic that we talk about for the episode.
Real talk.
So thank you guys again for tapping in. Those are watching, share the information with others because we here to help people grow, not keep nobody low, like my boy AGZ say. Shout out to Fee. Boys is out here working hard, so y'all look out. He'll be back coming to visit with us soon, but right now he's taking a little break. So. Oh, tell the people they can find you. Since we have
man, they can find me. Y'all just look for my face everywhere. Y'all that just look for me. Now, Mr. Reed's catering. I'm a caterer by trade, but I also do many things. I'm a Swiss Army knife for my community. So one day I may be a caterer, the next day I'm painting a house, the next day I'm tutoring children, or I might be in the corporate scene. So on Instagram, you can find me at Mr. Reed's Catering Company. It's all one word. Check out that delicious food, man. I'm helping people change their dietary restrictions. I'm helping them start their workout plans. I'm helping them take the food and not the pill, man. They're getting off these prescription medicines and they're feeling better about their health and being more engaged with day-to-day activities. So Mr. Reed's Catering Company is all one word. MRREEDS Catering Company. Check me out. I definitely can prepare your family weekly meals. I come to your home if it, if need be. That's how serious I am about really taking our health and some cases too, bringing the family back to the dinner table.
Come on, come on.
Cause right now, daughter eating her dinner on in the corner on the floor, maybe or on the table, on the laying across the bed, the son playing the game, the mama watching her shows, and the daddy in the garage. What we discussing at the table?
Yeah.
The table was the centerpiece of the house.
Come on, because it was a circle.
It was the circle. We had we had conversations. We built wealth. We did many things at the table.
Yeah.
And it was centered around the food as well. So I'm big on that, y'all, man. We need to get us back and get us right. So man, y'all look for me, Mr. Reed, and you'll see more and more of me here coming soon for real. I guarantee.
Oh, and shout out to the person that brought us together, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry.
Wellness, living healthy, the best trainer in the eight.
Come on.
Like, I've been working with my guy for 4 years, on and off. If I was with him all the time, I'd be way more, cut up and ripped. But it's been on and off. But man, It's not his fault, it's my fault.
Come on.
I wasn't consistent as I needed to be. I still got the phone call. He still sent me workout plans today.
Come on.
We in the group chat. He still sent them today. Wellness Living Healthy, y'all, on Instagram and Facebook. My guy Waylon Henry, the best personal fitness trainer in the city, man. Get with him. Get with him.
Mr. Henry.
My guy.
Man, y'all, when I tell you some of the people that I'm doing business with regularly, I met through this man. So when I tell you he's most definitely a plug, he's most definitely a blessing to everybody around him. Like he's a Virgo as well, y'all. You know, Virgo. So we're very spiritually in tune. So he already be knowing who needs to connect. That's why that's my boy. And so he be so excited. It's like when he see you win and he's winning too, and we feel the same way about him. And so that's why I love that. It's always a reciprocation of positivity. That's my boy.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys. So we're about to tap back in on KERB in just a second. And like I said, if y'all not listening to it on the broadcasting, you won't hear the music. But let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You're doing great. You're doing great. I know you're trying.
Okay, KRB. Thank you for listening to that. And that was Stevie Wonder, All I Do. So let's get back into it. Oh, I have a story to tell. It's very quick. But when we were talking about those blocks, the emotional real estate, a guy was walking in the neighborhood that he walks in all the time. So he walked down this street and there was a pothole and he fell in the pothole. It was big enough for him to fall through. So the next day, he walked again. He walked again, y'all, and he thinking they're gonna cover it up, I guess. But the same hole, he fell in that hole again, right? Mm. And so the next day, he went around the hole, right? And so somebody asked him, "Why you just don't go down another street? You know it's a pothole right there." And I just thought that was funny because we do that.
You're right.
We do that. We'll see that person that we know. If we trying to stop smoking, we know if we go over there, they're gonna be smoking. They're gonna smoke every time. So it's gonna be harder for you to stick to your plan or stick to whatever goal you're trying to reach of not doing that thing. And just drinking. If you know that you're trying to stop drinking, why would you go to the sports bar? Yeah. They gonna have the drinks on sale because the game on and all that, or the fight on, or what have you, and you gonna fall into that trap because it's right there. It's too easy, especially if you sitting right there at the bar. So it's one of those things. It's self-induced. Like I said, we put ourselves in these losing situations. You know, it's not to say that we can't win because we probably could. But at the end of the day, it's our decision making. Why even put yourself in a place around the things that is your weakness, is you know something you're battling with? Why do that to yourself?
That's great. That's great. So okay, so now that poses a question. Makes me wonder, why don't we take the other street? Okay. What's stopping us from just looking? It's only one block up the way.
Come on.
Literally, right? The next street is only one block.
It's right there.
So what's stopping us? What's so familiar about this road with the pothole and it, with all the trash and that's keeping us walking down this hole? And we know the hole is there. And we think that, like you say, he gonna cover it up. they done, you know, laid new asphalt in 24 hours.
Come on.
Or we can just walk on that little piece of road on the side of the hole. Yeah. Without falling. Why don't we just look up the block?
Yeah.
And take the other road, and all I can honestly answer with that is just is fear of the unknown.
Man.
Fear of the unknown. Just because I don't know what's up that street. I went down the street today.
Yeah.
Today that I pass up all the time, and it was a quick scenic route to get right back to the road, to the freeway where I need to get on. Man, passed that street up 20 years.
Come on.
And I go down that way today. No, I'm riding with somebody today, and they take the street, and boom, I'm like, wow, man, I ain't never been down this street,
I ain't never
man.
seen this street.
I ain't never seen, but in real actuality, I had. It was there.
It been there.
I done passed it up that many times. So, man, we gotta stop being scared of the unknown.
Come on.
We gotta stop allowing the unknown to dictate our future.
What to say? You scared? Go to church.
Man, you can't do that. They scared in the church.
They scared in the church.
They scared in the
that's
church.
Another topic.
That's a whole nother topic, man. Shoot. If you scared, pray. That's all I'm gonna say. If you scared, pray and ask the Most High for direction. That's what you do, because that's the only thing that's worked for me. Everybody else that was in my circle told me to do something completely opposite of what I was supposed to be doing. And they may have had good intentions.
Right.
And they may have had some great ideas. But it wasn't the best idea.
But it wasn't the best idea.
It wasn't the best idea. I got all the best ideas when I closed my eyes and prayed to the Most High.
Come on. And all that we do, we should always
seek Him first. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell you to do.
Come on, I like that. Come on, give us the real. Tell us the truth.
Man, you got the truth. Man. It's enough lies out there that's really misleading people. And I'm only getting older. We only getting older. And we're gonna need some people to look after us and make the proper decisions for us.
Man.
In our older age. And if we filling their minds up with trash, then they only can make trash decisions for us moving forward. I can't allow it. Not on my watch. So yeah, emotional real estate, y'all. Let's clear it up. What properties, what abandoned properties have we just left standing there? What do we know? What relationships and what businesses and what things do we know we should be getting rid of, so we can free up this space to build and create new profitable real estate opportunities, right?
Profitable.
Like and for years. Yeah.
What would be an investment? Who would be an investment?
Yeah, who can you invest in? Who can you surround yourself with? You know what I mean? Like we got to get rid of them, y'all. I prayed and asked.
Yeah.
For the Most High to get rid of and expose these relationships to me.
That's the one.
Show me what it is. You know, if I'm not strong enough to move on it, please stand in for me and move on my behalf. And when you're not strong enough, listen, I'm gonna tell you something quick. Don't be mad.
Yeah.
At how he decided to handle it.
Come on. Cause he gonna handle it.
Hey, he gonna handle it. Don't be upset at how the Most High decide to handle it if you ain't strong enough to handle it yourself, because he's gonna handle it.
He gonna handle it.
I promise you.
It's crazy you say that, because one of my prayers is always, whoever is not for me, remove them. You know what I'm saying? Remove them. And then when I'm noticing I'm no longer having, these close knit ties I'm used to having with people, I'm like, man, what did I do to them? This, that, and the other. And I'm always reminded that when we pray and when we ask God, to do these things, He gonna do it.
He gonna do it.
But like you just said, you just brought to my mind, it's not gonna be the way we think.
It's never gonna be the way.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's up to us to take heed to what He's doing, to what He's showing us, and follow His instructions.
Yep.
Before we have destruction. So.
Man, say that one more. I think a couple people in the back didn't hear that.
You have to make sure you follow God's instructions before you're headed to destruction. And it's one of those things. I have learned so many things the hard way. My business coach would always tell me that I was a stove toucher. He say, I can tell you this not gonna work. I can tell you that's not gonna be what you need to do. I can tell you that person not looking like they're good for you. He said, you still gotta touch the stove to see that the stove is hot. He's like, you can see all the smoke, You can see all the food bubbling, and you still gonna touch it. And it really had pissed me off on the food. Like, look, don't talk to me like I'm no kid. You know what I'm saying? But it's those real life scenarios, that real information that people give you, and sometimes you don't want to hear, but you have to have those people around you. You have to have people around you that's not afraid to upset
you. You have to have people around you that's not afraid to upset you.
Like, you have to.
You're absolutely right. And they're gonna upset you out of love, though. It's not gonna be any, disdain in their comments. Like it's they're loving you harshly.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what you need.
Tough love, what they say.
You need it. We all need it. We all need it. If you got yes men around you, man, you ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you, you ain't doing nothing because nobody's there to check you.
Come on.
Nobody.
Oh, who gonna check you?
No, listen, man. Once you become uncheckable, man, that's that destruction you talking about.
That's that destruction.
And we all have our uncheckable moments when we feel, man, I got this. Oh yeah. Oh nah, this is cool. Oh nah, we gonna oh man, everything ain't nothing going wrong.
Come on.
I'm cool, man. God got his favor on me. Look at that. Yeah. But come on, what you gonna say when he still got his favor on you and he takes some of that away? Because of what you say you want. Come on, man. I'm just saying, have your emotional real estate intact. So you got enough space for the Most High. Because that's the next question after the next break, whenever that is. We move. I'm ahead of the game, but who has, how much property does the Most High have in your land? And how many of these abandoned buildings and that land can you tear down and devote some of that property to the Most High? So your land can be prosperous. You know what I mean? Like we got. Are you paying it forward? Man, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who's paying it forward. And I be laughing, y'all, but I really be serious. Stuff is just funny to me. It's funny to me because we be having these plans, man. And I'm speaking from experience. I have all these plans, have all these great ideas. I've done all these different things with my business, through my business, created these relationships, trusted the process, was patient in some areas. And then some things, it was just opportunities brought to me, which I know it was nothing but God, because I don't know these people. I don't have no reason for them to just randomly come up to me. Prime example, being on this radio broadcasting. Like, like I said, y'all, I ain't never thought about doing this. Like, nothing in me said, let's do this. I literally have cousins that went to school for this and has never done it. And so it's one of those things, like, what makes it an opportunity for me and not for people that really do this? This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm learning to stop doing that because I'm not doubtful. I'm not a doubtful person at all. But at the end of the day, I'm human. So, my thoughts are always moving, and I'm an overthinker, and I try to stop doing it. But I'm always with the scenarios. I can tell you 10 scenarios right now about anything we talk about. Just like that off the muscle. And people are like, what is wrong with you? A lot. A whole lot. But something had to be wrong with us to do this. But you said something about this is not something that you had in mind to do for yourself and in life. And people that's gone to school and took the time out to study this, you know what I mean? And they're not doing it. It's simply because they didn't seize the opportunity. The same opportunity that was available when you saw it was there when they was dealing, and they was in it. So they saw many more opportunities than what you saw. Right. Something else spiritually struck you out of conviction to start what you're doing. You started talking without all of this. Right? They got the education. Yeah. So-called. Right? They have the talent, the tools, they know the networks, they know all of that. But man, you can a doctor can go to school to be a doctor, but it take a person filled with the spirit
Come on.
to touch your heart and keep it going.
Come on here.
You know what I mean? Science gonna only take you so
What's that? What's that movie? Blessed Hands?
Blessed Hands, where the black doctor, yeah, did the first heart surgery. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that movie.
Man, but you know, it take you to be filled with the spirit. See that the doctor,
yeah,
the emeritus, whatever they called him, he had the science. But my God, black man had the spirit that helped the procedures be successful.
Right.
Continuously, over and over and over and over. And when he decided that little one time to kind of pull back, everything started tripping. Like everything went awry, right?
Come on.
You know, he showed his.
Oh, that touched my spirit. That
I'm
part
telling
right there.
you, soon as he just was like, man, you know what? He was upset because, man, you know how we do. We want credit for what we do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
come on, pick me.
Pick, man. Hey, look at me. You see what I'm doing, but man, once we get there, it ain't about the most high no more.
That's a shout out to my friend Valerie, because we always say that it's somebody that work with us and they'll pick me. Nothing against that, because of course, if you have a talent, you know, that you want to share with people, that's one thing. But most things go more smoothly if you're chosen.
Yes, but you have, once you're chosen,
yeah,
you understand, or you should understand, that it's ordained. Whatever is coming afterwards is ordained. It's like chosen people most of the time don't want it.
Come on.
The chosen. If you sitting there running for a spot, I can get your spot without running for it.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have to open my mouth. Want it. I don't want your spot, dog.
And they want to give it to me.
Man, they would give it to me if I just open my mouth.
Yeah.
So like chosen, we can't even talk about chosen, man. Chosen is a whole nother category of existence.
No, you know I agree. Like, I agree for sure.
But chosen people have already done the emotional real estate.
Come on.
Portfolio. They now already took their inventory and demolished what need to be demolished.
Yeah.
They rehab what need to be rehab, and they are ready to build the new construction. Ain't nothing out of place with the chosen one when it come time to do your job.
Oof. And man, so every time you say certain things, there's stories that's coming into my mind with that.
Well, that's why I'm here. That's that's what I'm supposed to be.
And I appreciate that. I was a training coordinator at the police department I worked for years. And one thing that I applied for was the training coordinator position. So I was trying to get into it at one point, and nobody was trying to hear you go out. And I was like, all right, man, whatever. And so the one that they had, she ended up quitting. She quit, and they had an email. They say, okay, this is going to be the application process. If anybody is interested in this position, just say I'm interested in the email, and I'm going to get with y'all. So at that time, I had switched to teaching. And so I'm kind of, but I was still there part-time. So I still got all the emails and all the stuff that they was doing. So I was kind of like, okay, for shits and giggles, I'm going to say I'm interested, right? So I say I'm interested. I'm not thinking nothing of it. 2 months later, I get an email, hey, can you come in for an interview this time, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, interview, and I'm thinking about like, oh yeah, I did do that. And so it was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I go to the interview, y'all, do all the stuff they asked you to do. And it was a way longer process than I thought it was gonna be too. So I did, went through the process, and they called me the next day, like, hey, which degree do you have? And blah, blah, blah. And at that time, I was still in school. I hadn't completed it just yet. I'm like, well, I'm finishing this, and this, but I have this with the college office, so like I bet. So I'm like, all right. So I'm still not thinking nothing of it. Y'all, the next day, they was like, okay, we need you to start next week. Start what next week? So I had gotten the job based on me I wasn't even really taking it as seriously as I probably could have, or as serious as the other people that was applying for. It was just more so, why not put my name in the hat if y'all doing it? And so I did that, y'all, and ended up learning so much from that experience. And once again, I've always considered myself to be shy. Nobody else do. But I always have because I know I'm really not about that getting in front of people and all that if I ain't got to. So fast forward, I do the things, I learn how to do whatever they ask me to do. I'm up here hosting classes. I'm up here like putting things in place for other police departments. I'm traveling out of town, learning different things. And in the process of that, we end up transitioning to a new chief. So a new chief came. I had to work with him closely because of my position, learned all of these things. And he was talking to me about some other stuff because people was applying to be an investigator. And I had thought about it once before, but I'm like, the position I was in was considered administration, so I wasn't worried about it. I'm like, I'm a chill. So y'all, the man asked me all these things about like what I enjoy doing and all of this. And a few weeks later, I started being included in these emails with the investigators. Again, not thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking it's because I'm overtraining. Maybe it's something. Not thinking nothing of it. Then I have sergeants coming up to me talking about, man, congratulations, Maze, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, congratulations on what? Oh, you our new investigator. Wow. And I'm like, I'm y'all new what? I'm the training coordinator. That's what I said. That's like, no, you the investigator too. So I'm like, I didn't apply for that. And so the thing was for me was I didn't want nobody that applied for it looking like I tried to, you know what I'm saying? And so because I don't care about what people think, I never have, but I care about what I think. And I care about how it would look to me. And so that's always my thing on that. I'm a full circle person. So I always look at like how that's gonna reflect on me. I'm not that kind to be like trying to bully people out of stuff that they feel like they're working hard for, but at the same time, many people are called, but only few are chosen. That's so I did it. I was able to work closely with other investigators. I learned so many things. But I'm saying that to say I didn't ever want to do that at first, but I was chosen to do that based on my experience, based on my presentation, just things that I was able to do and capable of doing, and the way that I communicate with people. And I can talk to anybody, and people say that, but I really can, regardless of your economic status, regardless of your background, regardless of your race, gender. I can talk to anybody, and I thank God that's most definitely a gift. But it also be feeling like a curse at times because sometimes I don't want to talk to people. For real though. And it's like, but I'm learning that, like you said, it's something that I was given. It's something I was chosen to do. So I feel like I have to do it. That's a part of my purpose. And so even though some days I'm exhausted, my mind is everywhere, I'm overthinking, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna give 130% to the best of my ability. I'm gonna be just talking every time.
And your people appreciate it because they tuning in every Saturday on KERB Live. To listen to Jess, and on YouTube to listen to Jess Talks, man. Your people appreciate it. I appreciate that story though you just told.
Yeah, and I don't know what made me say that, but I said it. So there you go.
Hey, it's amazing. I have a short one on the contrary side of that, where opportunity I did not take advantage of, and it really kind of bit me in the ass. You know what I mean? Because I was new on this assignment, working downtown, and a permanent position. I was on contract role in finance, and a permanent position came available, and I didn't apply for it because I was the newest one on the team. Gotcha. It was other temporary employees there already before me. Some of them 9 months before me, 12 months before me. Okay. You know, and I figured, I'm like, man, they got that. You know, I just got
you just knew
6 weeks. Like I'm 6 weeks in the game.
But it's no way you can have it.
Nah, I'm 6 weeks. So I didn't even, go for it. They closed the position about 2 weeks after, I made my decision not to apply for it. Yeah. The manager, the supervisor, and assistant supervisor all came to me on separate instances and asked me, mad. All of them was mad. Man, why didn't you apply for the position? I say, well, I told them what I just said, man, such and such been here 9 months, such and such 6, such and such 12. Like, I just knew they got that. I just got here. They say nobody applied.
Shut up.
For that position.
Shut up.
Nobody applied. If you would have just applied, all I had to do was That's what I'm
Come
saying
on.
about opportunities.
We only lose the
We
ones we
can
don't take.
only lose the opportunity we don't take, man. Y'all listen to that story. Play this little 5 minutes back over and
No,
over.
for sure. For sure.
Jess took her opportunity and it turned into 2 more opportunities.
Come on.
I did not take that opportunity and probably missed out on 2 more opportunities.
Man,
after
look.
that.
Not only that, it looked like everybody at your job missed. It wasn't even
Everybody,
just you.
everybody,
But they was
then
banking on you because what? You was qualified.
I was the one
Yeah.
qualified.
Come
That's
on.
the truth. I was the one
Come on.
qualified. I was the one knew everything. And I just because I was like, nah,
Scared.
man, these people
Self
well,
doubt.
yeah, self whatever it was, self-doubt. Man, I could have justified it 1,000 ways
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
time and that day, and
But at the end
it
of the
all
day.
boils down to nigga, forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Nah, for
saying?
real.
Take advantage of every opportunity that you recognize, because we don't recognize them all. But if you at least recognize it, if you're mentally aware enough to recognize an opportunity,
Come on.
drop your name in the hat, man. You never know where it
You
takes
never know.
you. Drop your name in the hat.
And on that note, we gonna do this LB sure misunderstanding.
Hey, yeah, don't misunderstand your mental. Yeah, man. Square business. Man, I straight up missed out on that one.
Wow. Now that's a story.
For real, man. Them women can't like why you didn't apply? I just knew you would apply.
Yeah.
For this.
Man.
I say, man, look, you got 4 people been here longer than me.
Come on.
But basically, in their head, shit, if we wanted them, we would have hired them.
Come on.
They been here.
Thank you.
But me not thinking, you know what I'm saying? Thinking the wrong way, because I was thinking, but thinking
Right,
the
you was
wrong
most
way.
definitely thinking. But your eyes weren't on the prize, big baby.
Nah.
You gotta have your eyes on the prize at all times.
Out of there, man.
What they say that would protect yourself at all times. You gotta protect your mind.
I
And
was
you most definitely, man, look. Come on here.
There, man. I lost my guy.
And so I had a situation like that as well. So after I was the coordinator and all that, another position came up to be a corporal. And it was other people I knew going up for it. And I'm just kind of like you said, they have been working there longer than me. And I actually put my name in the hat. Started buying the books, we was supposed to read for it and everything. And a few days before the interview, I took my name out.
Why?
Honestly, I don't know. I just kind of feel like I wasn't gonna have time to do it. Because at that time, I had started really, pushing my business more, doing more events. And I'm kind of like, I got time for that. I ain't gonna do that.
That's when I started my catering.
Somebody else, I'll let somebody else have it. I'm already in administration position. And crazy thing is, I ended up giving both of the positions I had back. So had I just took that one, I could have still been getting paid, like all of that kind of stuff.
And
so
it would have been a way smoother transition.
Yep. So it's one of those things. You most definitely live and learn.
Man, that's
why I done had it on both sides. I took opportunities and I done missed out on some. Yeah.
So another episode, we got it.
Oh yeah.
Failure might need too.
Now YouTube, y'all tap in because we want to know what you think.
Oh, for sure. Any comments, Jack? Yeah, y'all drop the comments, man. Let us know what y'all talking about, what you think about the topics, the conversation. Can you relate to some of these issues we're discussing? You know what I mean? And share your instances if possible, man. People are reading the comments. People trying to figure out how to navigate through this thing, man. We got to get through this thing.
And life gonna happen if you ready to die. So might as well get it in.
For sure. But fear might need too.
No, seriously, that's a whole
series.
What I'm saying? Like
or
that's a whole
another.
Yeah. But we most definitely can tap in and see what's what and get out of it. Sure. This either a bit of this was good. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She like this.
Yeah.
She like this.
I do. Yeah. So, cause I always feel like I love to do stuff with purpose. Like I can't stand to just be like just dead. I feel like certain things are dead weight, and I don't like to engage in it. You know what I'm saying? But pushing through is something that anybody at any age group can relate to. And people always tell me, man, who is your audience? Who are you trying to catch? Man, I'm trying to catch
everybody, man. Whoever
and they get mad at me when I say it because marketing, as it is, they always want you.
What's your niche? Who your target audience? Who is this?
And I just feel like I'm right. Why? I feel like I'm right.
You chosen.
Yeah, I feel like I'm right. I feel like
chosen
I'm tapping in. Right. So you don't box me in because you boxed in.
Chosen talk to everybody.
Don't be boxing me in because you can't.
Square business.
Boy.
Chosen talk to everybody.
Everybody.
Okay. Chosen talk to dogs and lions.
Come on here. Come on here.
Lizards. The birds.
Look, KERB, are y'all chosen? What y'all chosen for? Come on, tap in. What y'all chosen for?
Talk to me.
Many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, let's go. Come on.
What's up, y'all? We back live on KERB, man. This is Mr. Reed. I'm co-hosting with Jess on Jess Talks Radio, man. We so happy to be here and thank you guys for tuning in tonight, man. I hope you learned something from this conversation. I hope something was definitely relatable for you.
Come on.
To take back and create conversations in your own communities and your own networks. We're here to get the conversation started, right?
Yeah.
To trigger your mind, to provoke change, right? So we thank you, and we're very appreciative of you joining us tonight, and we're waiting and hoping you're tuning in with us next week.
Come on.
When we're discussing our own personal cups, right?
Come on.
We're discussing our cups. And what I mean in our cups is everyone has their own cup and everyone is responsible for their own cup. The Most High gave us our own cups to fill through our own talents, our own ambitions, our own morals, and everything. And from the overflow is what our network is supposed to be benefiting from if we choose to have them around. But some of us pour and share from our cup.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say our cup runneth over. So we supposed to only share what's running over and not necessarily what's in our cup. So next week, we're going to discuss maintaining our cups, y'all. We're going to discuss proper balance and understanding. Is our cup full enough to pour as much as we pouring into these situations and into other people? You know, has it overflowed to where we can share? You know, I don't know. We're gonna think about it though, man. What you think, Jess? Yeah. That cup, man, that's
running over. So y'all tap in for episode 37, and that will be the discussion. Filling up your cup and making sure the people just getting the overflow.
Man.
I love y'all. I want y'all to be blessed. Enjoy y'all rest of y'all Saturday, rest of y'all weekend. It's Jess and Jess Talks, and we were live on KERB Online Live. Tap in next Saturday, 6 and 7.
Peace.
All right.
Oh, man. You did great, dude. You did great. You too.
Mr. J, could you stop that from me? did an amazing job.
Here we
We
go.
appreciate
We're
you.
gonna
Bye,
holler at you,
YouTube. We
YouTube.
love y'all. Be blessed and keep it moving.
Peace.
What's up?
You recorded the whole thing?